guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something super exciting. I'm going to be reviewing the ColourPop and Disney collection. This is the designer collection that Disney did with ColourPop Cosmetics. Look how beautiful this is. Guys, I'm obsessed with Disney and I'm obsessed with Disney princesses. So this is just a dream come true. Like literally. I'm so excited to be doing this today. When I heard that ColourPop was doing a designer collection with Disney, I freaked out. I knew I had to get this. So I didn't get the entire collection, but I did get a few key pieces that I knew I was really gonna like. So I got, of course, the It's a Princess Thing palette. And this is what it looks like. It has all the princesses in the front. There's my girl Jasmine. And then you open it and it has all these pretty shades. Love the shades in this palette so much. It has a lot of like neutrals, a lot of mauve colors, as well as a darker color, so that if you want to change up your look from like day to night, you totally could with this palette. I also got the Super Shock Shadow in this shade Hi Ho, and it looks like this. It feels funny to say hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. I already used it and kind of messed with it, but the packaging of this is also really cute because it has like the Disney castle. I also got Belle's Luxe lipstick. I did not get Jasmine because I did not like the color. It was a very hot pink and I just didn't feel like it would go well with my skin tone. So I got Belle's instead because it was a very pretty dusty rose, a color that I use often. This is what it looks like. It comes in a tube, so it is like a regular tube lipstick. And this is Belle's shade here. Very pretty. I liked Cinderella's and I believe it was Ariel's too. Okay, I guess I liked all of them. But I really like this color. I felt like this is the color I would use a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got from the collection. I am so excited to be doing this tutorial for you guys. I hope you guys are excited too. But before we get started, don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and hit the little bell for notifications so that whenever I post a video, you guys are the first ones to be notified. Alright, without further ado, if you'd like to know how I got this look using the ColourPop and Disney designer collection, please keep watching. So to start off this whole look, I'm going to go in with the Sigma eyeshadow base primer, and this is in the shade Persuade. So I decided to use this as a base. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply some to the lid. Then I'm just going to take a brush to spread that all over the lid. It kind of has like a little bit of a tint to it, not too much. And I did do my foundation, my contour, my concealing off camera. I really wanted to focus this look on the review of the palette and the other products, so I didn't want to waste too much time showing you guys like my contour, my foundation routine, because you guys have kind of seen that, and if you haven't yet, it's in the other videos. I love Disneyland. If you don't know me, you should know that I'm obsessed with Disneyland. I will go to Disneyland any day if I could, except it's just so expensive. Wish that wasn't a thing, but this is my favorite thing, and the fact that it's all centered on Disney princesses is like even better. So to start off this look, I'm gonna go in, hopefully I brought all my brushes today. I'm gonna go in with this BH Cosmetics brush. I'm gonna go with the shade Chip. It's this one right here. I like the names of all of these shades too. It's so cute. Poison Apple, Magic Carpet. Like, I love Aladdin. Another thing you need to know about me is that I love Aladdin. That is my favorite Disney movie ever. Princess Jasmine is my girl. So I love this so much. There's also one called Abu. So cute. Let's see what else is super cute. There's Enchanted Rose, Grumpy. Like, these are so adorable. I love that they kept it so like true to Disney, the names and the colors and everything. I love that. So I'm gonna dip into Chip. This shirt doesn't want to work with me today. This is kind of going to be like the transition for everything. So I'm just going to go, this is not really in the crease, this is above the crease, kind of hitting the brow bone. See? Kind of nice and natural. Okay, so now we are going to, What did I go in with next? So I'm going to start with the shade Grumpy, and it's this one right here. This is like more of a mauve pink, almost like a nude peachy almost, but I like that it's more subtle. It's not like a super crazy pink yet. So this is actually going to go a little bit above the actual crease line. So we're going to start to blend this out here and kind of blend it up here. You don't want to go down completely into the crease. So I usually start here and then I bring it this way and pull it up. That's why we have the tape here, so you can be able to pull this color all the way up here. Like I said, don't be afraid to reach out here. That's what the tape is for, so you can get that really pretty shape and kind of open your eye and extend it that way. Okay, so moving on to the next shade. So I'm going to go in with a Sigma diffused crease. This is the E38 brush. And we're going to go in with the shade Juju, and it's this one right here. I'm actually going to blend Juju and Grumpy together. I'm going to mix them a little bit so the pink is not so vibrant. Like I said, I didn't want the pink to be like a crazy vibrant color. So I'm just going to take this right into the crease. I don't have such a heavy hand with this. Just lightly blending it into the crease. You can extend that out a little bit too, not as much as we did with the Grumpy shade, but just a little bit so that it blends well. So the shades in this palette aren't crazy pigmented. They have like a pretty good level of pigment, but not crazy to the point where you touch it and you're like, oh my god, that's way too much. It's like just the right amount, I'd say. Once again, going back in with that fluffy brush to make sure it is all diffused well. It's looking good to me. Next, we are going to take the shade Enchanted Rose. So it's this one right here. This one does have a bit of a shimmer to it. So for this shade, we're going to put it on the very outer corner of the lid and pull it in a little bit. Just a little. So this shade is a little bit darker. It does have like a fuchsia kind of violet-y, almost like a magenta, I want to say, color to it. But I do like the way it looks. It definitely looks like an Enchanted Rose color, so I do like that about it. I'm going to take a Mikasa Beauty pencil brush. This is their E310 brush. And I'm going to go in with the shade Magic Carpet. Love it. My favorite one. It's Aladdin. So I'm going to very lightly tap that brush onto that shade, and on the very outer V of my eye, the outer corner, I'm just going to lightly, mainly tap it and then slightly brush it in, but keeping it on the outer corner. This is just going to add like depth to the outer corner of the eye and kind of extend it out. But you always want to make sure that you go back in with another blending brush or a fluffy brush to make sure that it's all blended out and diffused well. Okay, so before we cut the crease, my claw was like... Before we cut the crease, I'm going to go in with this pointed crease brush by B Bella Cosmetics. And I'm going to actually use it to kind of deepen the lash line a little bit. So I'm going to go in with the shade Abu. It's this one right here. I'm going to start to bring that in diagonally, starting from the outer corner of my eye, as if I was putting on like eyeliner, and I'm just going to lightly drag it out like that. Lightly. So now we're going to cut the crease, and it's only going to be about half of the lid. It's not a full cut crease. So I'm going to start by applying some to the center here and then looking up. And this helps you outline exactly where your crease ends. So now I know that it ends right about there, and I'm going to start bringing it down to cut it all out. always the hard part. So I usually don't go in with a lot of product at first. I go in with a little bit so that I'm able to kind of sketch out like where it is, and then I go in with more product. So that, as you can see, it's about half of the eyelid. It's not really whole. And we're gonna go back in with those other shades to make sure that it's diffused well in that very harsh line here. I'm gonna go back in with Juju, and it's this one right here. And I'm gonna try and diffuse that right in between a little bit at first, just to soften up the connection between the two shades. Just want to make sure they're just flying out of my hands today. So you want to make sure that there is a like gradual connection between the shades onto the lid. So I'm taking this MAC 248 brush, and I am going in with the shade Fairy Godmother. It's this one right here. It's a very shimmery pink, like a hot pink, like, well, not a hot pink. It's like a Barbie pink, like a bright pink, like the pink behind me. So I'm going to go in on the lid wherever we carved it and go over that. Cute, cute pink. So you're just following wherever you carved on the lid. So we're going to go in with Ray, which is this shade right here. This is more like a gold champagne-y color. And you're going to apply that right on top of the Fairy Godmother shade on the lid. See? It like brightens it, but it's going to like mix together and make such a pretty color. Yes. Living for this mix. Look at it, look at it. That, guys, that looks so good. I wish they just made like an Aladdin collection, like just Aladdin products. I think those would be so pretty. So I'm gonna go back in one more time with Enchanted Rose to make sure that the connection here between the shades is neat. So to continue further with the cut crease, I'm gonna go in with the Super Shock Shadow in the shade Hi Ho, and it's like this. It's really pretty, glittery. I love these. This is actually my first time trying a Super Shock. This is my first time trying a Super Shock Shadow from ColourPop, and let me just say I'm hooked already. I will be getting more of these. So I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush and grab some of this Super Shock Shadow, and I'm gonna apply that over the Ray and Fairy Godmother shade that we just mixed together on the lid. Oh yes, this just, yes, ties everything together. You guys have no idea. Yes, yes, yes. Oh yes, now that is looking good, guys. Super Shock Shadow. Say that 10 times, I dare you, go. Also, go back in with a little bit of that Magic Carpet shade just to deepen it back up, because you do lose a little bit after blending all of that together. There we go. So I'm going to go back in with that Be Bella Cosmetics brush and the shade Boo, and I'm going to start to do that cut line here. I'm going to start by blending a little tiny bit into the outer V of my eye, and then I'm going to pull that all the way down across the lash line to give it a little bit of depth. Yes, yes. Alright guys, so as you can see, I went ahead and did my eyeliner off camera. Very simple, nothing crazy. I used the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. It's this one right here. And so now I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes. These are the Bold Face lashes. This is part of their Muse collection, and this is the style Babe Alert. so it's kind of extended. And it has like a nice wispy end, and that's why I really liked it, because my eyes are really extended out for this look, so I wanted to keep it that way. So while that lash gets tacky, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some L'Oreal Telescopic mascara onto my lashes. And I'm also going to start applying shadow to my lash line. So I'm gonna go in with Enchanted Rose. It was this one right here, and I'm gonna start applying that to my lower lash line, starting in the center. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of Magic Carpet, and I'm gonna put that only on the outer corner of the lower lash line, and connect that back up to that liner there. And then I'm gonna grab a little bit of Abu, and that's gonna go in the very corner of that lower lash line, and it's gonna stay there. You're not going to extend that at all into the center. So I'm gonna take a white liner and I'm gonna put that into my waterline. Before I apply mascara to these bottom lashes, I'm going to go in with the NYX Glam Shadow Stick. This is in the shade Exquisite Garnet, and it's kind of got like a pink shimmer glitter stick almost. So I'm going to apply some of that right here, just to brighten up that pink shade. And it has a little bit of shimmer in it, so it makes the eyes pop a little bit more too. So now I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara and apply some to my bottom lashes. Okay, last thing for the eyes is I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Island Bling. I'm going to go in with the Kini side, which has like this really pretty, almost like iridescent shimmer to it. And I'm just going to apply that into the inner corner of my eye, like on the tear duct. Right here. I'm going to go in with, this is the Maybelline City Kit Urban Light Eye and Cheek Palette. And it has a whole bunch of different shimmery, glittery shades. I'm going to take some of this shade right here in the palette and apply that as highlighter. And I don't want to highlight too much, to be honest, just a little bit. Glow, glow. Okay, so the last thing we really have to do is blush and lips. So I'm going to go in with the Sigma Aura powder, and this is a blush in the shade Nymphia, and this is it right here. I'm just going to grab some and apply some to the apples of my cheeks. Lastly, we are going to do lips, and to do this I'm going to take my NYX lip liner. This is in the shade Brown. I'm going to go ahead and line my lips really quick. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Belle. This is a luxe lipstick. But the lipsticks have all of the princess signatures on them, not just like Belle's. Ooh, this color already. So good. Anyone else ever had the urge when they were young to like cut up a lipstick? Chop it up? Am I the only one? Okay. Alright guys, so this is the final result. I really like it. This Belle lipstick is everything. And I absolutely love how it looks right now. It looks really good actually. And I'm not much of a like actual tube lipstick lover, but this is actually pretty nice. I like it. I like how it feels. It's kind of nice to be wearing something that's like not super drying, because although liquid lipsticks, not all of them are super dry, but the fact that they're matte and they do end up still being very dry eventually, I guess that it is kind of nice to feel something a little bit more, you know, moist. My favorite thing in this collection had to be the Super Shock Shadow. Loved this so much. It was my first time trying this, but wow, I really did like it. It was awesome. This palette is everything. I really love it so much. This is honestly everything I'd really want in a palette. Great job, ColourPop and Disney. This is honestly like a dream collection for me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. All of the details and all the products used in this look will be linked down below. So if you are interested in buying anything from the collection, I will link it down below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as well as hit the little bell for notifications so that whenever I post a video, you are the first one to be notified. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Bring that in diagonally. Hoops don't let me move anyway. And God, I'm dying. Really?